What is up, Gundam MSIA fans? Today I'm going to be talking about the MS-06 Zaku 2, the main grunt mobile suit for all of Gundam. Anybody that is into Gundam knows about this Zaku 2. It's the most famous mobile suit other than the original Gundam, and one of the most popular mobile suits ever that everybody loves to collect an army of. The reason why this mobile suit is so popular in Xeon is because it was used in the Great War to make Xeon independent, and then Xeon won it, the one against General Rebel, and they used the Zaku 2s in this war, and it went really well for Xeon. Like they absolutely decimated the Federation and almost became their own nation after that war. And like honestly, like it was just like this Cyclops is like what made a lot of people get into Gundam. Like it's just so unique. And you know another fun fact as well. See the creator that wanted to create this, didn't like he would have gotten like what's the word here? He would have got monetized and stuff, but he just went away and did it anyway. The guy that created Gundam, and he wanted to make evil looking like mobile suits, and he got away with making this, and it went through, and thank God it did, because the Zaku 2 is one of the most iconic things in all of Gundam, like ever. Everybody loves the Zaku 2. Like literally, the majority, like 99.99% of people want and love the Zaku 2. It gets a lot of people into Gundam, the Zaku 2, and I'm a bigger fan than Grunts than the mobile suits itself. I myself are a Leo fan, but the Zaku is definitely the best. Like it's the second best for me, grunt mobile suit wise. I personally prefer the Zaku 1, but I do admit there is more detail to the Zaku 2, but I just for some odd reason I just like the Zaku 1. Now to like actually dive into the action figure itself. This is the Gundam MSIA Zaku 2, and this is the Japanese version. And comparison to the USA version, I prefer the Japanese version. I think the panel lining does it a lot of justice, and I genuinely think that it is a much better figure, like in my opinion, like than the USA version, just because it looks more. I don't know, like the color just looks the panel lining and the fact that there's no warning signs or like even any. It's also like more faithful to the anime as well. The USA versions, but and I will say this, they do have the numbers on them here, and I have collected the numbers for the Zaku 2, and I like the USA and the Japanese version. I like to have both, but if I did have to choose between one of the two, it would be the Japanese version by far. I'd rather have an army of Japanese Zakus than the USA Zakus, because the Japanese ones just look fantastic in my opinion. I'll show you a close up of the Zaku 2. I'll like take his weaponry off him at the moment. 2 seconds. This is a close up of the Zaku 2 right here. Let's see if my camera can focus. There we go. Absolutely amazing. The panel lining on this was so good. Like really nice panel lining here. And like the boosters at the bottom, the detail of the figure is just absolutely fantastic. It's like everything you want in a figure, to be honest. Like it's even for that, like this thing came out in like the late 90s or mid 90s, and it's just absolutely such a fantastic figure. Like honestly, it's also better than like most figures nowadays, where like you just flick it like that, and like it'll have like a dent in it because the plastic's so weak. But like the articulation for figures these days are also really good. The articulation for this is decently good. The one in the EMIA and the version 2 are better, but those are weaker figures. But the version 2, not so much a weaker figure, but the EMIA has a lot more articulation than both of them. But it is a weaker figure, but it's still pretty strong. But yeah, this is the close up of the Zaku 2. You can take the shoulder guards off quite easily, but you don't want to lose them. Slip them back on. And you got the missile pods there, which are actually really irritating to put in. You can take them off, and they actually work with the Shar's one as well, even though the Shar doesn't have these. Another great thing about the Zaku, all the weaponry and stuff can just like fit up with it. Like they designed it so that it can still fit with it. So they gave it this dent even for the Shar one, which is really cool. Even though the missile pods didn't come with the Shar one. And yeah, that's just the Zaku 2 close up as well. It's just a really cool figure. I'll go into the weapons. It's got the main bazooka again. Detail there is very nice. It's got the iconic Zaku machine gun. Again, I prefer the Zaku 1 machine gun. I think that one looks cooler, but this one's still really nice. I really like this one. The one problem with it, and I've actually got a few friends that have made a custom for it to make it better, is this doesn't move, which is actually quite annoying, this bit. But still really good. You can take the ammo pack off, which is really nice, like this, which is really cool. And you can like attach it to the Zaku's like back part here, because that's where they keep the ammo packs sometimes. Comes with an iconic heat hawk that you see in the anime as well. 2 missile pods, which I've showed before, that go on the legs here. And extra fists, which like don't really get used a lot, because like you're not really punching mobile suits, you're more shooting them down. And then an extra grab hand, like this is a trigger grab hand to hold the weapons, but if you have like, let's say 2 heat hawks, you can hold like 1 heat hawk in either hand here, which is really nice. So you've seen I put the missile pods on the leg. I'll show you, you can put the heat hawk here, which is really nice to like, again, it's just such a nice wee thing to have a heat hawk there. Now I'll get into the articulation of the figure. So the head can move a full 360. Sadly the eye doesn't move, but like, you get what you get. Still an amazing figure. The arm can move a full 360. The arm here can move a full 360 at the elbow. The elbow joint can move like so. The hand can move a full 360. The legs, this is as far back as you can get it. If I was to like turn it even more far back, it can hurt the leg, the pipe here, if that's what you call it. Try to think of another word, but I can't remember. Then it can move this far forward. The body can move a full 360, which is absolutely amazing, and it's not even hindering the figure as well. And a lot of Gundam MSIA figures, it does hinder a lot of figures moving it like that. Like you got to really push it, but in this, it's just no problem. The boosters at the back move up and down. This one not so much for some odd reason, the one on the right, but this one moves up and down, no problem. The feet, be a bit of a jiggle there, but not so much. Like, it's not really supposed to move. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think of the Japanese Gundam MSIA Zaku 2 action figure. I think it's absolutely amazing. I love the figure down to the last detail. As I said, the only disappointment that I have with the figure is that you can't really take the ammo packs off and like attach it to like the back part, which you see in some of the animes that the ammo packs are held there, and the machine gun, like you can't, like this doesn't, you can't hold that for more accuracy. It's just is what it is. It's just like that. That's like, I guess the only problem I have with the figure is more like the machine gun weaponry and like maybe the eye moving, but I guess see the eye moving's a bit too much expecting it. So I don't mind the eye not moving, but like I think they could have worked more on the Zaku 2 iconic machine gun. That's the only thing that lets me down on this figure, but overall it's a fantastic figure. And I forgot to mention you can move the shield as well, like just for any detail. You can't move this, but this is just, well, I mean you can move it like that, I guess. But yeah, absolutely fantastic figure. If anybody has this, let me know what you think about this figure in the comments below. Do you guys like it? Let me know, because it's an absolutely beautiful figure, and I'd recommend if anybody's into Gundam MSIA and hasn't picked up a Japanese version, they really should get this in their collection, because it's just such an amazing figure to have. And honestly, for those army builders out there, again, a great piece to the addition for your army. Like I've got a good few in my Zeon army. I've got a decent amount in the Federation army, and obviously you guys know how many Leos I have. I have the most Leos in the whole world. That, like, genuinely the world record for the most Gundam MSIA Leos. And that's not a lie, guys. And I'll showcase all my Leos at some point in the future. But yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys, as always. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment, because it really helps me out in the videos and the algorithm or YouTube, sorry. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys. See you guys later. Bye.